Here we are with this week's edition of Backpage Blues. I've been lucky enough to be joined by Charlie Skillen. Thank you very much for coming in, Charlie.
No problem, Rob.
Right, it's getting to that stage, isn't it? It's transfer window time. It's all getting very exciting. But I have a bad feeling that we're not going to sign anyone. Bit of a damp squib, really, from a Chelsea fan's perspective, correct?
Possibly not. There's a striker called Andrej Kramaric, who Chelsea are very interested in. We've actually bid 7.5 million for him. He's 23. He scored 28 goals in all competitions for his Croatian side this season, and we fended off interest from Juventus and Leicester, who actually outbid us, but he wanted to come to Chelsea. But interestingly, I think Chelsea's plan is to send him out on loan. This is what we reported earlier this week, and I suppose Leicester could be an ideal destination.
Right, that sounds like an awful lot of money to be spending on someone who's essentially a kid who isn't proven in any what we'd see as being kind of competitive leagues.
You say a kid, but he's the same age as Eden Hazard. He's 23.
Yeah. Although, I suppose Hazard is an exceptional player, though, isn't he? He's an exception to the rule.
I mean, I think if Chelsea see it as an investment, that they'll be perfectly happy to pay that amount. They've proved that before.
Okay. Well, this is good. I didn't think there'd be much happening from a Chelsea fan's perspective because, you know, we have such a strong starting 11. But if we are going to be active, maybe we could think a bit bigger. Maybe we could start thinking like Sami Khedira.
I mean, Khedira's been linked with a lot of English clubs, but the fact is he doesn't want to leave Real. Even though Mourinho's a fan of him, I don't think Mourinho's going to put him in that position. Central midfield's pretty much our strongest area, and Khedira's got his heart set on staying at Real.
I agree.
At least in January.
I agree. Like we are blessed in that position, but just of late, the players who play sort of slightly less than our regulars should be putting the pressure on the regulars, keeping them on their toes. And sadly, as much as I love him, John Obi Mikel didn't have a good game on the weekend against Southampton. So perhaps we do need some reinforcements there. Perhaps Khedira would be the right man.
Look, I'm not saying I wouldn't like to see it. I'm saying I don't think it'll happen.
Oh, they've got a good relationship though, Jose and Sammy. Come on, Charlie, tell me it can happen. I want it to happen. I want this deal to go through.
I'll drop Jose a note, but I don't think it's going to
Not having it. What a shame. I suppose that brings us nicely on to who could leave the club. There's a few I wouldn't mind seeing go, to be honest. But anyone, you hearing anything? Yeah,
I mean, Mo Salah came in this time last year and hasn't impressed at all. Inter Milan want him on an 18-month loan deal, and I think Mourinho and Chelsea is going to be best for all parties if he takes that offer.
Right.
Interestingly, it's with a view to a £12 million permanent deal, which means, you know, Chelsea won't lose any money on him, which is sort of ideal for everyone. That's
an awful lot of money for him. I mean, he's a weird one, isn't he? Because when he played for Basel against us, he was incredible. He absolutely really whooped us, actually. He was brilliant. And we thought that we'd signed somebody who could, well, potentially unlock defences the way that, you know, someone like Eden Hazard can. But it just hasn't happened for him at all. He was appalling. Do you remember that cup game against Shrewsbury? Yeah,
and against Sporting Lisbon he was poor as well. You know, I mean, we've seen it happen loads of times. He hasn't quite settled. He's still young. I mean, he's 22. But, I mean, frankly, he hasn't looked like a Chelsea-level player.
Weird, because he has all the talent. He reminds me a bit of Ricardo Quaresma.
Yeah, he's quicker than Quaresma. He's quicker than Quaresma, but, I mean, he's not offering an awful lot else. He's not taking his chances when he's been given the opportunity.
Yeah. So anything else? What else are you hearing around your office? Anything else going on?
Yeah, another possible departure could be Islam Ferrouz, who's a youth team striker.
Permanent departure?
Yeah, possibly. I mean, he's highly rated at Chelsea.
Yeah, I've heard a lot about him.
You know, very short number 9, often plays as a kind of false 9 for the youth team. And he's been on loan in Greece for the whole of this year. He's highly rated, but both Cardiff and Bolton are looking to sign a striker. They're both interested in him. This is what the Mail Online reported this week.
Right.
And yeah, they're going to be testing Chelsea's resolve to keep him.
That's a shame, because we seem to put an awful lot of effort into getting hold of him. We got him from Celtic, and we had a bit of a fight with him over him, didn't we?
Yeah, I mean, it's happened before, and you know, I mean, certainly if he does go, I mean, you know, I'm not saying it won't be on loan; it could be on loan.
Right.
If he does go permanently, it'll be for a decent fee.
Right.
So you know, I mean, Chelsea will win that way. I mean, his age and our situation at the minute. I mean, he's certainly behind the likes of Solanke. Possibly even sort of Izzy Brown. Those type of players. He might be behind them in the pecking order. So
I see. And what else? Anything else going on? What's the rumour mill?
Chelsea story that came out today. Not a transfer, but Chelsea possibly in talks with AFC Wimbledon to buy their ground. AFC Wimbledon want to move to their sort of traditional Plough Lane kind of area.
So buying King Stolian's grounds.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, that's a good move for us. I used to always go to that friendly when I was a kid. Chelsea King
used to happen
Stolian
every year. But Chelsea were like a permanent home for their kind of development squads and their ladies team.
Okay.
So yeah,
nice, and benefit everybody.
Yeah, well, exactly. It's only talks at the minute, but that's what they're looking to do.
Nice, finger on the pulse, Charlie. Cheers for that.
No problem.
Lovely. Thank you very much for all of you for watching. And yeah, if we don't see you, I suppose we won't now. We'd both like to wish you a Happy New Year.
Absolutely.
Thanks very much for watching, and make sure you subscribe and comment and let us know what you think. Cheers.